Okay, in this video what we've got is a Cosmo gasless 130 MIG welder, and here's a quick clip of it being, well, it in use after it's fixed. Okay, and to achieve this, there's a few things that I've done to modify this. There's a bracket that's holding the feed roller, and also I've given it an upgrade on the liner as well. Replaced that from plastic to steel. Okay, now that we've got it open, we're just going to start by taking the earth cable off, the one that goes from well, the ground to the shaft. That's the 17, so we're just going to undo that, and once that's undone, we're just going to give it a bit of a clean down. Just make sure that that's making good connection. Right, now we're moving on to the flux core MIG welding wire. Just taking the spool off. As you can see, it's got a slight crack in it because this was originally, I think it was may have been a 4.5 kilo or 3 kilo, I'm not too sure. Just going to get that all cleaned down, give it a bit of a brush up, drop a bit of grease on the mounting point for the spool, just so it rolls a little bit easier. Not that it's going to make too much difference, but just give it a good clean down. I am at some point going to replace this with a fresh one, but for the time being it'll do. Now just taking off the top screw for the top roller, the one that you would use to adjust the tension, not the feed roller, and just going to loosen off the tensioner. I'm going to take that off, give it a clean down, re-grease the bearing if it needs it, which it probably does. Give that a good clean down and pop that back on. Yeah, that definitely needs it. It's on this screw and the one above for the free roller, the tensioning roller, sorry, whichever one. It's on that one that we're putting the join, and because at that point it does slip out when you're trying to feed it, so that's just there to keep the tension on the left hand side rather than the right, because obviously the right's got an adjuster, the left it just sort of relies on that screw, and it kind of needs a bit more security than that, so I'll show you the plate as well. And just gonna remove the bottom one as well, get that cleaned down, make sure that's all alright, and yeah, get it looking nice. Just having a quick check for continuity here, just to make sure, obviously, that one end goes to the other and there's no broken wires in there, nothing stopping that from grounding, so yeah, that's all good. Back to the clean down. Getting the old, the trusty baby bath out. Bit of petrol in there and I'll just give that all a good clean out and re-grease what I need to. Okay, now everything's been cleaned down and it's looking a little bit nicer. Just going to start putting it all back together. Going to keep it on the 0.8 side because that's what I tend to use the most. That's what I've got shrouds and shrouds is what I've got tips for, so stick at the 0.8 is what I prefer as well, so why not? That could do with replacing at some point the feed roller, but it should be okay for now. Okay, so I haven't actually got the brace on it at the moment, but I will throw a quick picture up on screen now so that you can see what it looks like now that it's on there. And now we're moving on to the liner. Just going to get that out and give it fresh liner. The advice is to get it as close to the roller as possible so that you've got, well, A, it makes it easier to feed, and B, there's more chance of it actually going through smoothly and not causing the common problem that these things come with. And we're just going to grab all them, keep them together, and we'll move on to that one in just a little bit. But first, we are going to sort the earth cable out. We're just going to tart that up a little bit, clean it down, and hey, we'll even give it a spray on the outside so it's got a nice posh look to it. So I'm just using the rotary tool to just get rid of some of that years of caked on goodness. Might actually switch to the sander depending on how long this takes. Did end up switching to the sander, so here we are. I've finished it off. We're down to bare metal or near enough. Just gonna go at it quickly with the sandpaper, get rid of all the horrible bits, and then give it a quick spray down. Obviously when I spray it down I'm gonna do my best to mark off the bits that are going to be contacting metal, because yeah, you don't want too much paint on there. You don't want it causing an interference or not making proper connections. So get that cleaned down up to that point. Okay, I've just given that a little bit of a spray down. I've done my best to cover up the areas that are going to be making contact. I've given the cable a bit of a clean down on the other end, so hopefully that makes a nice clean contact. Get that all put back together. Just going to give a bit of sand down just to make sure that there's nice clean metal for it to work with. Okay, now that's all back together, screwed up, and the handles are back on it. Just going to peel that tape back, and yeah, you'll have to stay tuned for the rest of it, the wire being fed through, and we're also going to get it up and running and show you it in use. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe for more.